Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. This is a general reading for the collective sign of Aquarius. This is also a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, it will have a message in it for you. And also, I wanted to say, please only take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Don't force anything to fit. You'll confuse yourself and make your story a mess, and you just won't, it's just not going to bring you any clarity. So any messages that you don't feel fit, do not accept. So I did a meditation on your reading, and then I pulled some cards, and here's what I got. So it's like this. There is some type of relationship or something that you want. However, you don't feel, there's like something missing. There's like some type of thoughts of, you feel like you're not able to make this happen. There's excessive thinking about these things, which has left you in a place where you feel like you're stuck in a rut, right? Like you're stuck. And I think it's because of some type of trauma, some type of generational trauma, or some type of trauma that existed, whether it be past life, generational, or something that you went through. Maybe a relationship that wasn't good, you know, that broke your heart. Maybe with somebody who, because I see, it's like, I feel like you're not realizing that you have the ability to make this happen, but you're not seeing it. There's something that you're not seeing. There was a major upheaval or a tower moment. There was something that that you went through, potentially with an earth sign, somebody who didn't make you feel secure, or didn't make you feel, it could have been a father figure, could have been a husband, a boyfriend, a sibling, or something, but it was a male figure in your life that made you feel a lack of security, right? And there wasn't equal give and take. And so that is leading to this feeling of not being like stuck in a rut, like you're stuck. I feel like you don't realize that you have everything it takes to make this work, but because you're so stuck in these thoughts from the past that you don't maybe even realize are affecting you right now. There's this fear. There's a fear. I feel this very strong fear of moving forward with something that you actually want, but you don't know how to move forward because of this trauma. It's like you're having to learn how to heal, or maybe you're in the process of healing, and it's not easy. It's definitely causing issues and keeping you from moving forward with something. And maybe, you know, you've been so used to dealing with people who don't give you what you need or the security that you need in a relationship, or a parental, you know, whatever type of relationship. You've been so used to not getting what you need, and you're used to giving way too much to connections that don't give you anything in return. There's like an imbalance here. There's a major imbalance here. The thing is that you're not seeing that you are able to do whatever you want to do, but you've got to try to get past this mental conflict and this hurt from the past. Whatever you went through was really heavy, and it was painful, so much so that that's what created this kind of stuck in a rut type of feeling. You want this 10 of Cups, you want this, but you just don't see how it's possible for you because of all the shit you've gone through, right? But the thing is, you're the creator, and you're not seeing that. You are the creator. And this is big, okay? This isn't something that's small. This is really big. And it may not, maybe it doesn't seem big to you at the moment, but the thing is, these things that are keeping you stuck, that's where it's big. It's because it's keeping you stuck. You have the potential to go as far as you want, but you're stuck. And that stuck feeling, it's like you go so far, right? It's like you start something, you get so far, and then all of a sudden you don't know where to go with it. You don't know how to move forward because you've been hurt so many times, or this fear of that openness, right? That openness and that, because there needs to be an open line of communication. Like, here's the thing: if you want something with someone, I guess the way I'm saying this, you have to have the balls to say something. If you want something, here's the worst thing that could possibly happen. You want something, you say to somebody, I want this, and they say, I don't want that. So what? Here's the thing. There are so many people in this world, and I guarantee you, there isn't just one person for you. We have multiple soulmates. We have multiple options. We are human. We have the ability to make choices in any direction, and there's nobody that's going to fault you for whatever choice you make. But I will tell you this: you'll be upset with yourself for staying stuck in this rut and not giving yourself what you want. If there's something you want, you need to open that communication up. Stop thinking about it and start talking about it, right? You would be surprised how far you'll get. Everybody's so concerned with who's going to turn them down or what they're not going to get, or, it's like that. Oh my, the thing is, I feel like there's this major feeling of an ego. Your ego will be hurt if someone turns you down, but so fucking what? Because there are so many people, and what you don't see is that there are many people that see you as their wish fulfillment, right? You're not understanding that. You have options. You're not seeing it. I understand that it's really hard to get through this trauma. It's harder. I can sit here and tell you all day long, oh, just do the healing work. But what does that really mean, right? What does it really mean, doing the healing work? And in my opinion, the healing work is like openly taking a look at yourself and the decisions you make and the fears that you have. And instead of hiding from them, confronting them, right? Why do I feel this way? What is the worst case scenario? I mean, if someone doesn't accept you for who you are, that just means that person wasn't meant for you. And that's something you can just go, okay, well, we figured that out. Now we shove that to the side, and that's an experience. Now we know to not look for a person like that or a situation like that. Now we tweak it a little bit, right? Okay, so now I'm going to change the way not the way I feel, change the way you see or the way you interpret. Even as far as like changing the way you feel about somebody telling you no. Even as far as being, the beautiful thing about being human, right? And being on this planet, the one thing that I've always known or felt, is that love is like that one thing, right? That makes everything worth it, right? Love. What that's always told me is that, that's kind of like the meaning of life, is to find love. And I'm not just talking like romantic love. I'm talking about love for self, love and acceptance for what you've gone through, and just mostly love for yourself. Because once you find love for yourself and realize that these past hurts and these things that you went through were only building blocks to make you who you are today. And I can just tell you now that who you are today is an amazing person. And yes, not everyone is going to be on that, okay? Not everyone is going to feel like you are their cup of tea. So fucking what? Because there's a million people out there that are going to feel like you absolutely are that. But it's not that easy to get through. This is like, it's like you're battling your mind. It's a battle between your mind and your heart. And your heart's going to be that smaller voice, you know, that you can hardly hear. The one that you always stifle because you're like, shut up. I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to hear that right now. It's always going to tell you the truth, even if it hurts your feelings. But these truths build you as a person. These situations you've gone through build you as a person. Everything that you have been through has made you amazing. It's time for acceptance, right? Acceptance of who you are, acceptance of what you've been through, and understanding that for every one person that doesn't like you, there's going to be at least 3 that do, right? For every hater you have, there's going to be 3 people that just want to be around you. And, you know, our own self-esteem, our lack of self-esteem, which is not our fault, because to be honest with you, this world is kind of built around breaking people down. But that lack of self-esteem and that breakdown keeps you from fulfilling the things that you want to go for. And there is something that you want. There is somebody that you want. There's a relationship that you want. There's an experience that you want to have. This is saying that you absolutely have the ability to have that experience. But you're going to have to climb out of that rut that you're in. That feeling that it's almost as if you're not even sure what's wrong. It's like you're not even sure why you feel this way, but you definitely know that you feel this way. It's keeping you isolated. And you don't have to stay isolated. This is talking about coming out of that isolation and starting to experience life again. This is talking about coming out of that feeling that you're not good enough and understanding that you're more than you even know. You're more than good enough. Any of these harsh moments that you've gone through, these breakdowns that you've gone through of your life, these were meant to build you into the person that you're supposed to be. And the reason is because you have something to do in this life. You didn't come here to just dick around, okay? This isn't where you didn't come to Earth to just have tower moments and feel miserable and stuck and isolated. That's not where you are. The fact is, these tower moments you had to go through them to become the strong, beautiful, amazing soul that you are, so that you can move forward and you can help other people move forward. You know, they always say that Aquarius is the sign of I know, like that I know, okay? And yes, that is true. But even though there's so much knowledge, it's like there's a lack of self-esteem. Right? You feel that you know, but you feel like, but what if you don't? But what if I'm wrong? But what if somebody doesn't like it? But what if somebody cuts me down? But what if somebody tells me that I'm not good enough? Those people are acting and speaking out of their own fear, and they're projecting their fear onto you. And the thing is, whatever it is that you want, wants you, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. It might not be the exact person that maybe you're crushing on someone and they just, they rejected you, okay? So that's not what we're talking about here. You want love. Love wants you also, okay? And life is going to put you in situations that show you people who want you. You just have to be open enough to see it. You have to open up your heart and stop second guessing yourself. I'm telling you, you're good enough. I'm telling you, you are the creator. You have everything you need to make whatever it is happen, whether this be a job or your own business or a family or, you know, a marriage, a certain person that you really desire, you know, whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. Whatever it is, you have the knowledge and the know-how to make this happen, but the lack of self-esteem is keeping you held back, because there was traumas from people who did make you feel less than. Those people were only there as lessons. They were only lessons to show you what you don't want and that what you don't need, right? These were lessons to make you stronger, not to weaken you. I promise you, this was never to weaken you. This was to make you stronger and to make you able to see what is good for you and what is not. I mean, that's pretty much what I'm getting out of these cards. That's the energy I'm feeling very, very strongly. I was literally laying in bed and I was called to do this reading, because I feel like someone needs to know that there are things that you have gone through that you have felt have been there to break you down. But what you didn't realize was that wasn't the goal at all. It was because we really only learn the best lessons and the things that we can carry with us throughout life when we go through these hard times. Because these hard times show you what you don't want to do again, right? But don't be fearful that everything is going to be a hard time. That's not what life was trying to teach you. It was trying to show you it was trying to give you the ability to have maybe the foresight or the intuition, or trusting your own intuition to go, okay, this doesn't feel right. Let me get out of it so that I can go into what is good for me. This is talking about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, and just understanding that you have everything it takes to make everything you want. So that's all I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this reading helped. You know, I would love that if anybody would drop a like. That would just be great, because it's free. All you have to do is hit that little thumbs up. It's totally free. It helps the channel. It helps me get messages out there. And if you don't, that is what it is. I'm just glad that you were here to watch, and I appreciate you. And I hope you know that you are strong enough and smart enough, and you have everything it takes to make whatever situation you want. You have everything it takes to make it happen. Try not to think too much and get stuck in your head. Try to be able, it takes sitting and quiet sometimes to just listen to your heart. But it's needed. It's necessary, because your heart's going to lead you in the right direction. You already know where you want to go and where you need to go. And I feel you already know how to get there. I feel that you just don't feel like you're good enough to have that. Baby, you are way more than good enough. And this life is trying to give you these good things. But you keep seeing everything in some type of negative light. And that was never the purpose. You were learning lessons, and these lessons help you be stronger, smarter, better. And they also help you to help others. So anyway, now I'm done. That is the message. I hope that this helped anybody at all. And I will see you in the next one.